Sarah Pitzman with Sarah Pitzman Realty. What is earnest money? Earnest money is a good faith deposit from the buyer to the seller and held by the title company. That money is held until it's applied to the buyer's down payment at closing and is protected by a number of contingencies outlined in the sales agreement. The buyer should have liquid and readily available funds at the time of making an offer so that upon offer acceptance, a check or wire transfer can be made. Typical earnest money is 1.5 to 2% of the offer price, but more, even up to 10%, can assure a seller in a competitive situation that a buyer is committed to following through with the purchase. A buyer's earnest money is protected by a number of contingencies, unless those contingencies are waived by the buyer in order to make their offer more competitive to the seller. The larger the earnest money amount and the more contingencies that the buyer waives, the more serious the seller believes the buyer to be. If a buyer waives contingencies protecting their earnest money, they could lose it if they back out of the transaction. In a case where contingencies are waived, the seller has more assurance that the buyer will complete the transaction and is a serious buyer. Do you have more questions about earnest money? Call, text, or message me to learn more.